Smacking Smalls presents The March to YouTube Domination. Dateline Hollywood. A plucky red-haired beauty hatches her plan to conquer the internet by gaining 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. But she can't do it alone. Only you can help her in her quest to achieve YouTube greatness by liking, subscribing, and most importantly, sharing her videos. Remember, it's up to you to fight the evils of YouTube suppression and the evil corporations who want to keep you down by clicking the like button as we march our way to YouTube domination.
I am so glad we solved all of the problems of the world, and now we can focus on what's really important. And that's getting rid of Pepe Le Pew. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate harpy. Really, we're focused on Pepe. Like, you have everything solved. Everything's under control. You have nothing else in your life that you have to be upset for, and you gotta cancel Pepe Le Crapping Pew? I don't. I'm at a loss for words, so I need to snap in some backup on this one here. Who are you? Why are you here?
Hi, my name is Ravrava Shlomo, and I hate to bring you to the Casbah. Oh, darling. Oh. Hi, I'm Ravrava Shlomo from my own Midnight's Edge After Dark.
I'm going to cancel you for that.
And I do bad Pepe Le Pew impressions, apparently.
Who was it? What was the original thing? Was this is an op-ed from what, the Washington Post a couple of days ago or over the weekend?
It was from the New York Times.
New York Times.
Like I said, it was mentioned in the whole thing about Dr. Seuss being canceled, and in it claimed that it normalized Pepe Le Pew being a bit.
He's a little
grabby, little handsy, maybe he created a hostile work environment for some of his female co-stars. I don't know, they go complaining to HR, but apparently Pepe's not going to be returning in any new Looney Tunes projects.
Yeah, nothing now. Everything from Space Jam. Oh, he was in Space Jam too, that nobody wanted or cared about. And they're bringing him back. All right.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, here's the thing about Pepe Le Pew. Okay, it's not. God, Lord help me! I have to defend Pepe Le Pew. This is where my life has gone. Really.
It's like they didn't watch these. It's like they didn't. And here's the thing. He was never my favorite cartoon. I like the Bugs Bunny stuff a lot more. I liked. Who's your favorite Looney Tune?
Oh, Daffy.
Daffy. Yeah. Daffy was good too. Daffy's really good.
Especially with Daffy's team with Porky Pig. Oh my God, that's comedy gold.
I love Sylvester. He was cute. I like Tom and Jerry more because even though they were MGM, but Sylvester was. But I like Kitty Cats.
I liked Wile E. Coyote when he was paired with Bugs Bunny as a nemesis. Yeah, because he had a lot more character.
You had the intellect of Bugs Bunny, and he was the original smartass. I really love Bugs Bunny too, and he was, and you between your original smartass of Bugs and your wise ass of Daffy, like it was almost a battle of wits with those two.
Okay, listen now. I can't believe I'm defending Pepe Le Pew. Again, this is where my life.
We've seen. Here's the thing: if you've seen any Pepe Le Pew, and they were like I said, not even my favorite Looney Tune, but the whole joke, and it was the same joke every single. And that's probably why I didn't really care for it every time, because it was the same joke over and over and over again. Something would happen, and the little black kitty cat would get a line painted down her back from walking under a ladder or something that had paint dripping from it, or brushing up against a park bench or something. And it was just the same joke repeated over and over and over again. And Pepe Le Pew would confuse the kitty cat for being a skunk. And as a little child, when I was watching this as a kid, I would interpret that as they're not the same species, and she's just not into him because they're not the same species. It would be like if he were trying to make out with Tweety Bird or something. Aww. I never interpreted it as it was anything like in the grown-up handsy sort of way.
Yeah.
Because
Or
because every single time once she would you get to the end of the cartoon and what would happen?
that something would happen and he would have his body odor, his natural musky scent that skunks have that produce, removed through some accident or through some sort of
Oh, I
artificial
was
means.
getting that. I was getting at she would always something would happen and she would be like, "Oh, okay. Here, I will accept your advances." And then he
Yes.
would back off. He would be a coward.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Yes,
follow
exactly.
through. So there was absolutely no danger there from him, which is why he was never seen as a threat.
He was
he was
all-
always
he was-
seen as like a loser. He was like seen as the guy who would never get anyone.
He was all talk. He was
Yeah.
just all talk. Yeah, and when he was actually, and when the female kitty cat would act aggressive towards him, he would be like, oh, he would, darling, control yourself, Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, he was all talk. He would talk a big game, but when push came to shove, he wouldn't. But this, I can't believe we have to defend Pepe Le Pew.
It's like they didn't watch it and they just want to be upset by it because they didn't like it that much.
I can't remember which guest we had on Midnight Edge, but he said that this happens when we don't have any dragons to slay. We start creating dragons. Yeah,
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're creating a dragon. You're creating a demon to battle. You're creating a reason for a victory because you have nothing in your life. This goes back to the ants and gloves sort of thing. So have you heard about this? Have I told you about this?
No.
Okay, so in the rainforest in Brazil, the boys will go through a passage of manhood where they just have to endure some really, really bad pain. And as we all know, the ant with the most painful bite. Do you know which one it is?
It's the red ant, isn't it?
No, it's
Red
not.
Army?
It's not. It's actually the what the crap. Look it up. Look it up. Now I forgot what it is because I thought you would remember this because you're a trivia nut, and I thought I would remember it, but it's after 420, and I don't remember anything right now. So these giant ants, they fill these gloves made out of like the tree leaves of these trees that they have in the rainforest of the Amazon in Brazil, and they put these giant freaking ants into the gloves, and you have to stick your hand in there and just sit there with the pain for God knows how long, for like I guess as long as you can take it. And once you overcome that pain, you know that you can endure pains of life. It is a psychological, socially, like it's a way to condition you. It's exactly the same techniques that psychologists use when somebody like somebody like me knows that who has like a lot of anxiety. They'll tell somebody like me to sit with your anxiety and try and manage it, and then you can use that, and over time you can overcome things. And this is why I force myself to do cooking streams or live streams, even though I know I'm having a massive panic attack, because it'll hopefully at some point get easier. What's the ant?
It's the bullet ant.
Bullet ant. That's it. The murder ants.
As a rite of passage, the Mawe. I hope I'm pronouncing it, but they sedate the ants and they stitch a glove around them, and as a rite of passage, young men have to wear the gloves and endure the pain.
Yeah.
And we don't have any rites of passage anymore. We don't have any obstacles to overcome.
No, I mean, men don't even get married anymore. They don't have to, they don't have to suck it up and work a job they hate to support their families anymore. Men are expected to be perpetual children who sit at home and play video games, and men are not expected because you can't, because you're going to have some angry feminist saying that you're too handsy because you watched a Pepe Le Pew cartoon. But pretty much everything in modern society is getting the nagging Rhea Karen Anita treatment.
Whatever happened, it was Catherine Deneuve. She said there's a difference between being handsy in another context and seduction. Some women, I'm not justifying bad behavior, but
no, if a girl says no and that's the final straw,
girl says no,
obviously.
Yeah, obviously, but there are sometimes some women do want to be seduced. You know,
I think
so
some
it's
women.
just
This is why you have this is why 50 Shades of Grey is so popular, because some women want to relinquish control. They want to release some of that. They want to be told, sometimes, and not in every circumstance, and not at all times. But some women get it in their heads that women never ever want these things, and some women, and no, I'm not justifying. I'm just saying that some of these women. And some of these people who want to cancel this crap think that they know it all and they don't yet. And that's kind of the problem.
there used to be sort of a test. There's stories about it. Like in Arthurian times or whatever, that a brave knight would come forward and ask for the king's daughter's hand in marriage. You must prove prove your worth to me, so that you may have my daughter's hand. Go out and bring forth, the horn of the mighty ram, or whatever it is, of the elk, and then bring forth, and then go and slay the bear that has been tormenting the village. There would be tests and challenges, and now we're seeing, okay, you know what? Obviously, we don't feel that there's any tests anymore. And now there's people that need to prove their worth on social media. And so they go after easy targets, the low-hanging fruit. Even Coming to America too. Remember the other night? What was one of the tests?
Cut off the hair of the lion.
Bring me the whiskers of the lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to prove your worth. So you can marry Aziz's daughter. And like I said, we don't have those tests. We don't have those rites of passage. Even something as simple like driving, like getting a driver's license. Kids don't even want to do that anymore.
Mm-mm.
So they want to complain on social media. And so obviously we have to complain on social media that Pepe Le Pew this is the dragon we have to slay. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, there you go. Feel better?
And now
it's an interesting.
They're cutting him out of Space Jam. They're cutting him out of all the future stuff.
It's kind of an interesting sociological kind of study, but at the same time, like I said, this is what we're focusing on. Pepe Le Pew. This is what.
Well, that's it. That's exactly it. We don't even have, people don't even build their own homes anymore. And I was saying this, God, like before I had a YouTube channel and I was still living in Vegas, and I'm like, people are so depressed and miserable. They have nothing that they build or have pride in. You don't build your own home. You go to a job you hate to earn a bunch of money to pay all the bills for all the things that you would normally have just done yourself. You would have normally had a cow and milked him for milk, or her. When cows fart and burp and splatter, well, it ain't no laughing matter. And you would have had a chicken for your own eggs, and you would have had to chop your own wood for your heat, for your fire, and you would have been able to accomplish life tasks. And now people don't have life tasks. We have to sit around pulling our hair out, protesting things we see on social media, no matter what you're doing, and you have to complain and find and make up and twist things to be offended by. This is why so much stuff on in this modern day cancel culture on social media that we see is things that are twisted to sound like somebody could possibly be offended by them when nobody said anything of the sort. And you have to make up these things to slay, because nobody's getting any endorphins any other way. Nobody's getting any reward or building any confidence or character. You have grown adults who have to go to the doctor with their parents. Yeah. Like I said, this gives kids way too much power. It really does. Well, they have all the information of the world at their fingertips, and they don't remember or retain any of it. They've never developed that part of their brain where they need to figure out how to do the math in their head. And you need to exercise the brain as well. They don't do that. Then they take away music. So they take away music and art out of school. They take away athletics. You need all of these parts of your brain to be developed at the same time, because you can't just focus on one thing. You can't just focus on, okay, I'm only going to learn how to read, without having any way to decipher or create something of your own as well. So they take
If
away that,
we-
so your brain isn't even developing on both hemispheres at the same time.
Yeah, if we like I said, if we still had all those things, like you said, music, art, and that kind of stuff, in addition to math, history, science, and, physical fitness,
You
everything.
need everything.
I don't think if we had all those things that we had, I don't think we'd be complaining about Pepe Le Pew right now. I really don't think so. I think a lot of others I think all the people who complain about Pepe Le Pew being too handsy, they would go on to solve bigger problems. But look what's happened.
But they never learned how. They're never taught critical thinking. They're taught critical race theory instead of how to actually think and work and learn from other people's experiences and apply the knowledge that other people learned in the past towards today problems, which they don't understand how to do. Look at Marvel, look at DC. None of these people can draw worth a shit. That's why everything looks terrible. They don't have any art skills. Music's garbage because nobody has any. You don't put like a crappy plastic guitar in a kid's hand in music class anymore because there isn't one. Nobody learns anything. Nobody has any. Nobody's exposed to anything outside of their bubble, and it's dangerous and kind of sad and pathetic.
Yeah, well, this started out as Pepe Le Pew. It turned into a discussion about sociological discussion. There you go. I haven't got much more to say about this.
I know. I was like, and seriously, now fix the actual world. Now that you got your little dragon there, dumbasses. I'm Mecha Random 42.
Darling, I am
canceled again.
Canceled again.
Tell us what you guys think in the comment section below. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!